Midas. Oh yeah. You heard? You heard? You heard? Yeah. Listen. I'm good for you like water. We get better every day. I'm good for you like water. We get better every day. I'm good for you like water. We get better every day. I'm good for you like water. We get better every day. I apologize. I am sorry that it's been a minute. I'm flowing just like water, and my water got some lemons in it. So God help me, I'ma have to put the squeeze on them. While I'm on my business, I'm just asking you to breathe on them. Manifest all the information I read and make these lemon pills the only pills that I need. The human body is over half and the earth is over 2/3. I lead the whole flock. I remember starting with a few birds, a man, a few words, and a whole lot of mercy. The straw that broke the camel's back is handy when you thirsty. So cheers, I'm good to you and I'm good for you. Trying to get you lit, so I'm chopping down some wood for you. And all I ask is that you give it a try, cause I'm drinking from a fountain that never runs dry. So come get you some, you might want a little ice. All the benefits involved honestly are kinda nice. I'm good for you like water. We get better every day. I'm good for you like water. We get better every day. I'm good for you like water. We get better every day. I'm good for you like water. We get better every day. Yeah. Hey, we apologize. We're sorry that it's been a minute. We flowing just like water, and our water got some lemons in it. That's, new music, ladies and gentlemen. Midas lemon water.
Agua Limon. Agua Limon by Midas.
Yes. Please go check that out, ladies and gentlemen, on all your digital streaming platform services. Whether you do YouTube, whether you do Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, whatever. Midas Lemon Water. While you're over there,
it's on all of them.
Follow, and shout out to my moms for the concept. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen.
Salutations.
Today is April 29th, 2025. It's Tuesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and we're here for another episode of your favorite podcast, No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame. Hey, y'all come on in and say hi. Come on in, say hi.
Come on in, talk to us. Tell us who's here. What you eating? What you eating for lunch today?
Yes, no tuna fish at the desk. You know what I mean? No heating up salmon and crab cakes.
Please.
Broccoli. Those are on the restricted lunch.
Unless you work from home like us, do not do that. Be considerate to your cubicle mates.
Cubicle mates, which we found out a couple of weeks ago that they still have cubicles.
Yeah,
they might not just be the tall ones. Shout out to Moses Poe. We had a great episode with him a couple of weeks ago, man. Yeah, we took a hiatus.
You just look over like this.
You got to stand up to look over the top. Indeed, man. But we glad to be back. We took a hiatus last week. Both of our kids, all of our kids, I should say. We're on spring break, so we decided to just take a little hiatus last week, ladies and gentlemen, which was cool. I had a good time. Spent a lot of time with my son the first half of the week before I got busy into my obligations toward the end of the week. But I had a good time, being off schedule, not getting up at 6 a.m. every morning to get ready for school. We got to sleep in a little bit later, and he thoroughly enjoyed himself, But it's back to the routine, hopefully and willingly, when prayerfully, we're believing we're going to finish up this last month of school strong. Going on in the summer break.
Like exactly 1 month left. May 29th or May 30th. I forget.
Something like that.
School, but it's almost over. We got to turn those alarms off for a week or so, and that was good.
Yeah, exactly. I let mine stay on. I would just snooze it every day or cut it off. The boss lady is here. Good afternoon.
What's happening, Miss Evelisa?
Shout out to the travel people. cruise planners.
Yeah. Shout out to the travel people, man. We just I am wrapping up the post production on the most recent episode of Travel People. It's gonna be coming out on May 1st, which is Thursday.
Yeah,
Even
I'm
though
looking forward to it.
Juan told me, yeah, put it out on Wednesday the 1st, and I was confused.
Ah,
Because the
ah,
first is Thursday, so I'm
yeah,
going with
yeah.
the
So
first and not Wednesday.
April only has 30 days,
Yeah.
guys. You know.
So I'm putting it out on Thursday the 1st, and it's
Okay.
a really good one. A really good one. We were live at
Yeah, it looked
at
like
Monday
it.
Night Brewery
Yeah.
in Charlotte, and we had a very interesting family couple talking about their foundation and stuff, and it was pretty cool. I'm not going to spoil it because I want y'all
Don't
to watch
spoil
it.
it.
And
Yeah,
it was a really cool experience. So I'm reliving it now. And anytime I do stuff like this, I have to give myself some
Soak it.
space before
Yeah.
I start.
So,
I wanted to watch it again like it's new when I'm doing the final production on it. So
yeah.
I gotta let it sit for a few days, and then I'll come back to it, and then I'll start working on it. So I can catch some little things that I didn't catch the first time around and stuff like that. So I started on it yesterday. And we're getting through it. It's looking good. It's looking good.
That's awesome, man. I wanted to attend, and we got that last minute call to perform at Lake Wiley Brewery that same day, and I had to accept the opportunity to work and some uncharted territory, you know. But yeah, I wanted to come support you guys. I've been able to support the last couple, I believe, but I saw the pictures that you guys posted. Also Juan and Dominic, man, and it looked like you guys had a great time. So I'm looking forward to seeing that episode. So while we're here, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to go to YouTube and pull up the Travel People podcast. Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah, the Travel People podcast. It's not all about cruising and traveling though, so that's good. Kind of stepped into a different element with this second season where, you know, going out to the different local breweries, talking to the owners, and kind of mixing it in with vacations and traveling and just life experiences. Especially this last one is really cool. So looking forward to getting it out there and seeing what the response was to what we've been doing this season, especially with the new co-host.
Mr. Dominic. Yeah, he's gonna re-up on his contract.
Yeah, we're in negotiation with
negotiations. You know,
see if we can get him on a third season.
yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about platforms. I mean, granted, you produce this platform as well as the Travel People podcast, but even though we have our theme that we center our conversations around, you know, we're not limited to that. We discuss things about life as well, and just good positive talk overall, man, which is far and few in between nowadays, where you can come to a platform and just get some motivation, some encouragement, no matter what the centerpiece of conversation may happen to be. So we here. Shout out to DJ Famous for producing all of these platforms.
Man. Thank you.
And we got to throw Women Worth and Weddings in there.
Women Worth and Weddings is in there as well. They've been on a hiatus because it's wedding season now, so they're too busy to record. But I still shoot a lot of behind the scenes content when we do work together. So we'll be putting out a lot of behind the scenes stuff, but not the actual podcast. So that's working out. And a friend of mine, actually Jason Bergen, has been on the show a couple times.
Okay.
Remember he was running for mayor. He was running for mayor in Tennessee. He approached me a week or so ago about an idea that we're starting to talk about. And I was going away on spring break, so I said, let's double back once I get back from spring break.
All right.
And he's talking about an idea for a show that he wants to work on. So we're in some discussion on that, man. And while we're doing shout outs, one more shout out to the Crate Hackers.
Crate Hackers.
We've been going strong, and their live stream is on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on Twitch.
Okay.
And I've been doing a segment on that show weekly.
That's great, man.
A lot of times I stay through. There's a few different segments throughout the show. This past week, last Tuesday, I was on spring break, but I still had time to do my one. I did one segment on their show on Tuesday night, and then they had a special guest coming up that pretty much was the full show. But we had time for one segment, and I do a little
man. You all
couple
over the place
drop-ins with them.
Yeah,
man.
This guy's all over the place. You know,
trying to get my screen time. Trying to get my screen time up.
And you had a birthday. You had a
I am
birthday.
officially gray hair in the eyebrows old. That's what I
And the
am right there.
eyebrows.
Yeah, gray
Okay.
hair in the eyebrows. That's how old I am.
Yeah. Oh, hey man. It's it what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
You
it's
gonna you
nice.
gonna dye your eyebrows?
No, 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 no. I'm here for
The dye might drip into your
yeah,
eyeballs.
yeah. I'm not doing that. But yeah, man, I'm thankful to have reached 48 times around this
Nice,
piece.
man.
So
Yeah, yeah.
it was good, man. We just got back, so we went on spring break to Hilton Head
Oh,
last
okay.
week. Actually, to go further back, my wife and daughter had my daughter had a cheer competition.
Hmm.
So we did this show on Tuesday. They left Wednesday to go to a cheer competition in
Okay.
Orlando. So they were there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, came back Saturday, and
Wow.
then we
Busy,
left
busy.
Monday to go to
Uh-huh.
Hilton Head. My daughter's birthday was the 22nd, so we
Hmm.
celebrated her birthday out there on spring break.
Okay.
And then we came back Saturday, and then my birthday was Sunday.
Ooh.
So it's just been a lot. It's
Full
been a
plate.
lot. I've been a
Yeah.
lot to work. But while I was there, one of the things we planned this vacation way ahead of time. But I also had a
Uh-huh.
wedding in Charleston on Thursday. It was a Thursday night wedding.
Okay.
And when I saw it first come through, I was like, "Oh man, that's the week I'm on vacation." But I was like, "Wait a minute, it's right there in
I'm in
Charleston.
Hilton Head.
I'm right
Yeah.
there." So I worked that out where I got to book a wedding while on
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah.
Got a little extra spread, and it was like the easiest wedding ever, bro. It was
Nice.
a 5:30 start for the ceremony,
Okay.
and 9 o'clock I was already out of there. Like started
Oh, and you
packing up
did
at
you
8:30.
officiant and DJ?
No, I just
Just the
DJ'd the ceremony and the
okay.
reception, but it was
Yeah.
super small, low key. It was probably like 30 people there. Um, just a mix and mingle. They didn't want to dance. They didn't even want a DJ initially. The
Oh,
wedding
wow.
planner talked them into hiring me,
Yeah, light
but
work.
first they were just gonna put a boombox up because it was like that's not really the kind of party.
Wow.
But she talked them into
Yeah.
booking a DJ, and obviously it was good that I was there to provide for the ceremony and the microphones and all
Uh-huh.
that kind of stuff. But when it came to
Uh-huh.
reception, it was just dinner. It was buffet,
Hmm.
so they all just kind of got up on their own and got to the
Yeah.
buffet.
Oh,
I
no
didn't have to
table
do
calling?
nah, because it was only
Hey.
25 people. Just go
Yeah.
do your thing, and they
Everybody
kind
go up
of
at one time.
yeah, exactly. They mingled around and talked. 'Cause it was mostly older people. It's like the bride and
Hmm.
groom were young, like in their early 20s. But
Uh-huh.
I only saw like 3 or 4 people there their age.
Oh,
Everything
wow.
else was just like their older relatives and stuff. So
Yeah.
they were just kind of hanging out, mingling around to some background music.
There ain't nothing wrong
And
with
then
that.
about 8:30 or so, they called it and said, "We're gonna go ahead." People had
Yeah.
already started to leave. It was a Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
It was a dry wedding with no alcohol.
Uh-huh.
And people had already started to leave, so they was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it." I said,
Hey.
"Sweet." 9 o'clock, I was on
Yeah.
my way back to Hilton Head. So
Yeah,
it
you
was
sound
easy.
like me though. While I'm in the area, even though I might be on vacation, but if I could run over
Looking for
here and
something.
grab
Yeah.
grab this right fast, and to help fund the vacation a little further,
Help fund. Exactly. Hey,
we might stay an extra day,
we might
guys.
be able to get extra pepperoni on it.
Yeah, yeah. You might be able to get cheese on your burger for this one.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah.
that kind of makes it make sense tax wise too, where we can,
Hmm.
the whole vacation could be a tax write off the whole week because now I
Because I'm
can
working.
associate it. Yeah, I can associate it with the booking there. So we're starting to, get smarter about the
Oh
tax
yeah.
situation and how we
Oh yeah.
can work it to our favor.
Absolutely.
Our guy,
Absolutely.
my tax guy worked some wonders on us this year, man. And
Yeah. Sound like you found a good one, like kind of the one I got a little bit,
yeah, he's a good one, and we actually just set up a meeting to talk to him about this year, about what we need to do. Because
Little
I mean,
planning.
I got to him super late. I didn't even find this guy until February. So
Hmm.
everything we did last year was already done.
Right.
But now we're gonna have a little consultation to talk about what we
Yeah.
should be doing this year to make
Absolutely.
it
Yeah, that's good,
a
man.
smoother deal. So find you a good tax person, entrepreneurs.
Yes, find you one. You know what I mean? They come in very handy because sometimes we just don't know all of the ins and outs.
Hmm.
And we share some of the things that our famous in our experiences here, but we're not the authority when it
Yeah.
comes to all of this stuff. So what we would like to do is encourage you to find a good accountant that handles taxes and things of that
Yeah.
nature, and they know the ins and outs, certain loopholes,
Mm-hmm.
write-offs, and things of that nature. And if you haven't said
Absolutely.
hi just yet, say
Please
hi. Let
do.
us know you're here. We see we
We
got a
see
few
you.
people on.
We see you,
Few
but you're
people
not
on.
saying
Spring
hi
is
to
here.
us.
Yeah, yeah. Just say hi. We want to give you a shout out and let you know, at least acknowledge you guys for being here, and then
Absolutely.
yeah, because you could be anywhere in the world, but
Yeah.
you're here with
But
us,
you
and we
hanging out.
appreciate that.
What about you, man? What was your last couple weeks like?
Let's see. I'm gonna just kind of go back into last week because I think the last time we aired, we went into Easter weekend, which
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
particular
Mm-hmm.
weekend I filled in with the Recall Band, played a couple of
Yeah.
gigs with the Recall Band that Friday and Saturday. Then I played at church Easter Sunday. Shout out to Mount Dewell Baptist Church, the
Yeah, yeah.
greatest folks. Yeah. So then me and my son my family got together on Easter, but by the time I picked my son up on Easter afternoon. And my mom's like, "Don't worry about trying to." Here she
There
go.
she is right
Hey,
there.
mom, perfect attendance, gold
Right
star
on time.
recipient, right on time. Shout out to my mother. We played Lemon Water again at the top of the program, mom.
It's
She
okay.
played
You
it on
missed
her
the
program.
first. You missed the beginning, but Jerry was being very inappropriate, so it was good that it was good that you missed
I
it.
was trying to come and reel me in a little bit,
Yeah.
huh? That's
You didn't need to
crazy.
see that part. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just kidding, of
Oh yeah,
course.
she know. Hey, I ain't gonna wait till 46 years old to start causing problems. That'd be kind of irresponsible on my part.
Yeah.
But my family got together for Easter. Isaiah and I didn't make it this particular go round because the time I was picking him up and everything. But he went into spring break. Last Friday, the chairman of the board, we were at Rosie's Casino in Vinton, Virginia. I think this is like our third or fourth time there, man. Shout out to T Fox, Dad. Shout out to my father. I love you, Dad. Thank
Yeah.
y'all for joining. Ain't nothing like having your parents here supporting,
Absolutely.
and they've done this my entire life. This is nothing new, guys. My parents have always supported all of my endeavors. Matter of fact, I forgot. See how I get all over the place?
Mhm.
I forgot to share something when Moses was on here. When I ran for student government in
Mhm.
8th grade, going into 9th grade, in my mind, I was just casually like, just telling my friends to vote for me for vice president. Excuse me. Um, so my mom, she was actually substituting at the school that particularly when I was in 8th grade, and so she got a bunch of girls together in different study halls, and they started making posters and making buttons and this and that. So she even boosted boosted me up to
Mhm.
be able to win the vice presidency going. So that's the mindset I kind of come from both of my
Yeah.
parents. Like, yeah, you can ask people to vote for you, but let's get an actual campaign going. And then that
Mhm.
actually translated. She was the campaign manager when my uncle became sheriff of
Right.
Chesterfield County. She was
Right.
and the chaplain and all this. So
Mhm.
this is what we come from, man.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
man.
forgot to leave. I left that little tidbit out, and also Moses's um episode a couple of weeks ago lended to a few friends of high school watching it
Mhm.
and reaching out to me and
Oh,
chopping it
okay.
up and talking about old
Anybody
times.
find the pictures and send them yet?
Nah, man, things. I got the yearbooks at my parents' house, though.
Yeah.
I let them keep all the yearbooks. But
Yeah.
hey,
Hey, I'm
nobody
gonna need
posted nothing yet.
I might need a
Go ahead.
campaign manager when I run for a Kershaw Town Council or something. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
you might
saying?
be.
So I might have to
She
reach
might be
out
for hire. She
between
get it done.
Mongs and Barrett Groover. We're gonna get this
Yeah,
campaign running.
yeah,
Get into these
yeah.
local politics, man.
Exactly. Yeah, broadening your horizons. But
Absolutely, brother.
yeah. But Rosie's Casino, that was great. Shout out to T Fox,
Yeah.
host there and entertainer as well. He's been in the music industry off and on for quite some time. So I think that was our third or fourth time there. Then Saturday, Brandon, myself, and Timothy Easy, the Mellow Groove Trio, we did a wedding reception at Meadow Lakes Clubhouse, and we got
Yeah.
that opportunity. The mother of the groom saw us play at Savor the Flavor last year for York County Max Abilities, and our
Hmm.
guy Matt, I forget his last name, the hospitality butler.
Matt
who's at the
Starnes.
White Matt
Matt
Starnes,
Starnes,
yeah,
yeah.
over at the White Home. Yeah.
Shout out
So
to Matt
anyway,
Starnes, by the way, because I just saw a wedding that he did was featured in People magazine.
hmm.
Yeah, it was a wedding for it was a football player. I can't think of the football
Okay,
player's
we got to
name right
post that in the
now.
community.
Yeah, I can't think of the
Uh-huh.
player's name, but yeah, it was featured. It was a featured wedding in People magazine. So shout out to Matt Starnes
Okay.
for that.
Yeah, the
And
hospitality butler.
all the vendors that he used was listed in the credits of the magazine article as well. So I was looking, because I know they had a band. I was
Nice.
looking to see what the band was. I forgot the name of the
Uh-huh.
band now, but I was
Yeah.
looking through all the vendors and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So shout out to him, man. He's coming
Yeah.
up.
And also shout out to him because after we played Savor the Flavor, it might have been not this last year, but the year before, he put together this email list of other people that in the position he is, as far as, and highly recommending Mellow Groove for
Yeah.
any functions, wedding, and
hmm
anything else. Was the wedding that was published at People magazine, was it at the White Home also?
No, it wasn't at the White Home. I forget where it
Okay.
was. I forget where it was right now. But yeah, I'll post
Okay,
it.
but
I'll
shout out to
post it
him.
in the Facebook
Yeah,
group, and
no, no.
everybody can take a look at that. And make sure y'all send Matt Starnes or spam his Facebook Messenger to say, "Yo, I
Yeah.
see you, boy."
Yeah, and so yeah, definitely. And so it was a situation where, again, the groom's mother hired us, but the groom and bride got married like the week before in Jamaica, I think, while we were on spring break or what have you, or maybe the week prior to that. But anyway, so this was just the reception, the party for
hmm
everybody here to
Yeah.
come celebrate, man. So it was real cool. Maybe a crowd of I say maybe 50 to 75, somewhere
hmm
indoors, somewhere outdoors. Shout out to Roddy's restaurant for the catering. They make smoked brisket, smoked chicken, mac and cheese, green
hmm
beans with all the
hmm
spices in them.
That's what's
And
up.
loaded mashed potatoes.
hmm
But
The
yeah,
only
and
way
and
to
we
do
were
it.
done. Yeah, it was like a 6 to like 9:30 type of thing. I think we went a little after 9 because they wanted encore. So he's like, "Hey, we got this tip bucket up here."
Yeah. What's the
So
encore? What's the encore song for you?
we did "This Is How We Do It"
hmm
as an encore. And
Hey.
what else did we do? Oh, and then we did "Return of the Mac" for two. We did two encores.
Okay.
There's Trading by CL Team,
What's
aka
happening?
Natalia. Thank you
What's
for
happening,
joining us.
Natalia?
Come on in. And you guys feel free to share this. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, share this to your feed while we're on and let your friends know we are here.
Let me ask you this: do y'all,
Yeah.
from a band perspective, do you plan for an encore? Like
No.
we know this gonna happen, so let's go ahead and have this
I
one in
plan
the
to
tuck.
finish. No, I plan to finish what time we say we're going to finish. You know
Well,
what I
even
mean?
even if, because sometimes what I'll do, I'll not plan it like the day before, but like during the event when I see what kind
Nah.
of crowd it's going to be,
Yeah,
I'm gonna end on time, because at the
uh-huh.
wedding venues we got to get out of there on time. So
Yeah, you have to, yeah, because
they're
you got
gonna
to
get
clean
charged.
up.
Yeah, and they're gonna get charged if they, so.
Hmm.
But I'll plan to end a few minutes early on purpose, just to
Oh, just to
have
get the
them wanting
so you
one
so
more.
you're anticipating.
Yeah, it
But
depends on the
yeah,
crowd. Depends
but
on
you
the
know what?
crowd.
I might need to adapt that for when we play weddings. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because and the crazy thing is, as I reflect back to Saturday night, most people were outdoors most of the time. The
hmm
first set they were eating, so they were
Yeah.
indoors. Second set, most people were outdoors. Few people came in to dance. Before we played the third set, I grabbed the mic. I say, "Brandon, you mind if I
Yeah.
get the mic for a second?" I'm like, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last set. If you've enjoyed yourself,
hmm
make some noise, all
Gotta
this. We go
tell
by
them.
the name Mellow Group. Feel free to follow all of that." So
Yeah.
I'm like, "This is the last set. We about to get out of here." So then
Yeah.
they all kind
Here
of
they
come back
come.
indoors. And then now they want to
Yeah.
get hyped to have a good time.
And they do that to me too. Like, I will say it like, I have two more songs left. We got about 12 minutes to go. I got time
Yeah.
for two more songs. And then they got a special song that they requested for their last dance. And then here come everybody. Yo, can you play that?
Yeah,
Like, you just heard me
exactly.
say, you
I've been
just
here
heard
all
me say
night.
this is the last song, right?
Now you want to get your requests and all
Like,
of
I've
that
been
in.
here all night. And then sometimes the request is, guess what? Something I already
What?
played anyway.
Oh yeah, but
you
you
know?
would have heard it if you would have been inside.
Yeah, like you just heard me say, but yeah, but sometimes if it's a real hype crowd and I know
Yeah.
that it's gonna go well, and if like sometimes if I keep getting a request for a specific song and I hadn't played it yet, I'll just keep it in the tuck. And I'll
Yeah.
say, all right, I know how this is gonna work. So I'll end like, oh, yeah, right, this is the last song, and then I'll end with that song,
Uh-huh.
and then everybody's standing around. They be like, oh, one more.
Yeah,
I kind of,
like
yeah,
hungry puppies.
I'll play with them for a minute. Like, hey, you want? I don't know if I have time. Then I'll tell them, hey, I'll ask the groom, like, yo, we have time for one more, even though I know we do because I ended
Right.
early.
Yeah, but you got it's
And
performative.
performative, yeah. And they'll say,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. And then I'll hit them with it. One of the most popular ones I use for that is Waka Flocka No Hands,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
because
a
I
good
can
one.
hit it right from the beginning. Like I don't have to mix into it, because as soon as anybody hears that, listen to this track, they
Yeah.
go crazy. So that's one
Yeah.
of the ones I use a lot. And then I'll kind of alter it based on what they've been doing all night long.
Uh-huh.
What I try to do is, build my way up to the last song. Like I'll
Yes.
have in mind what I think the last song is gonna be. So now I want to
Hmm.
build to that and just go a big blast off by the
Yeah.
time it gets
Send
to
them
that
off
song.
right.
But
Hmm.
sometimes I throw a little monkey wrench in it if I see
Yeah.
the
Right.
little fake encore is gonna work.
Yeah, yeah. So in our case, they were so gracious enough to allow us. Typically, we're not accepting tips
Hmm.
at a wedding,
Right.
because everything is already up front. But she was like, no, but put your tip bucket out and this and
Hmm.
that. So which we already had a little something in there. But when people start asking for more and we're at our time of agreement, which we're done,
Hmm.
you want more, and it will cost you a little bit. Might cost you a lot, might cost you a little.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you. So we did Return of the Mac. Mark Morrison, one of the most
Mhm.
notable one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually heard that song was supposed to have been for somebody else, and I forget who, but I got to go
Hmm.
do my due diligence on that. I don't want to say false information on here. I want
Yeah.
to do fake news. But then we did Return of the Mac, and then we did This Is How We Do It, and then that was
Yeah.
it. And they were still standing around like puppies watching you eat food. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? But it's like,
So was it like a quick
our time is up.
huddle of what you're gonna do? Like when you know
Nah,
you're gonna
nah.
do an
Actually,
encore, you just say, oh, something that was already on the
actually,
set list.
man, what happens is oftentimes there's a set list, but so many songs you can deviate
Hmm.
from the set list. So we didn't even play everything that was on the set list. Once you get going, you kind of read the room, read the crowd. Oh, can we? Yeah, you can request a song. Who's gonna play it? Famous gonna play it right now.
No,
Shout out
we're
to
gonna get a
Natalia
YouTube
too.
strike.
Yeah, shout out to her. She does trading and all that. Incredible musician, from drums to guitar,
Mhm.
vocalist. She's from Russia. I've been talking to her about coming
Hey,
on and sharing her story
yes,
as well. We
please.
met some years ago, playing at a birthday party. A combination of musicians up in Charlotte, and
Hmm.
so she's been following and supporting the podcast, and we certainly appreciate you. But Brandon ended up kind of just calling it out, to be
Hmm.
honest with you, man. And then we just fall right in line,
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah. So,
quick.
because
This is
just like
how we
we,
do.
yeah, and we basically leave the set list up to the vocalists for the most part too. Whoever's singing,
Yeah.
whether it's just him or him and Vince, I let them. I mean, I may chime in, you know what I
Hmm.
mean, but for the most part,
You
you
gotta see
guys got
what
to
he's
sing the
feeling like
song.
right here. Yeah. See
Yeah,
what you feeling
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Like I
But we
can't do
did the
Prince right now.
Nah, we actually did Kiss, but we lowered the key. I didn't give
Sure.
away too much, so we lowered the key half step for all my
Okay.
musicians out there. When you
Yeah.
lower key a half step, you
I
know.
got you.
I had to do a song on Sunday at church. I had to lower vocally. I had to lower
Hmm.
the key a half step. Sometimes the original key might choke you out a little bit, and when you're
Hmm.
trying to get the certain parts, you know what I'm saying. So
Hotel California.
if you
We're not
find
playing
that.
Hotel California at the end of the night. We could play that one early on, Natalia, but we're not playing
Ah,
that one. We're not playing that
yeah.
one at the end of the night.
Oh, at the end of the night,
Yeah.
you trying to send them out on a
Yeah.
high note,
Or
unless you're just trying
sometimes,
to get rid of them.
yeah, yeah.
It's like, yo,
Sometimes it'll be one of those situations where everybody wants to kind of get together and love on each other
uh-huh.
for the last song. So that'll be like a Hotel California, or that'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like
They
a
wanna
Friends in Low
they wanna
Places, or
hug and
yeah,
put their
yeah.
phone lighters in the air and wave your
Exactly.
hands
Country
side to
roads,
side.
take me home,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of
Ooh,
stuff.
to a place where I
Yeah,
belong.
everybody
Yeah.
screaming at the top of their lungs to something like that. So we'll do
Yeah.
some of that sometimes if they want like a slow burn to the last dance. But I usually try to send them out there hot and sweaty. Pause.
Yeah. My brother is here. Smooth Sales is in the house. Former guest. He's still doing record breaking things, man. You guys feel free to follow him at Smooth Sales on Facebook. Smooth
Yeah.
Designs also. He gets your flyers together and all of that good stuff. And while my dad is and my mom are here, shout out to Praise and Faith Gospel Shop in Sherrall, South Carolina. 910 Chesterfield Highway. You need some church
Yo.
supplies and things like that. You need some music, all your church accessories and supplies. Look them up on Facebook as well. That's Praise and Faith Gospel Shop, you know?
Absolutely.
And in
Absolutely.
case you guys don't know, we do not have a guest today.
We are the guests.
We are the guest. And you guys
Y'all
in
interview
attendance.
us.
Yeah. You got any questions for us? We just
Yeah,
wanted to
y'all
come
interview
back
us.
after last week's hiatus, ladies and gentlemen, and reestablish ourselves because consistency is very important with doing these types of platforms, podcasts,
Yeah.
video casts, whatever you want to call them. But we do want to encourage you, if you haven't submitted your nomination yet for best local podcast, please do that. Do it today. Do it yesterday. Yeah. But the nominations are open until May 2nd. Let me look while we're here and
Look
give
it
you
up.
the actual information, because this is something. And shout out to Barrett for letting us know about this award.
Yes, and the All About
Community
Nothing
over
show.
competition. Yeah, All About Nothing show. Feel free to follow him. He's been on our platform a couple of times. We've been on his as well. I'm going over to No Shortcuts now to grab this. All right, so yeah, so you go over to it's www.postandcourier.com/free dash times /vote. Should I type it in or what? You got it?
Yeah, yeah.
Should I type it in?
I will copy and paste it. I got it right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna copy
Yeah.
and paste it into the comments.
And then I'll give the rest of the instructions. So when
Go
you
ahead.
go to this site, and we're gonna leave this up for a second for those of you, and I'm gonna clip this up and probably post it so we can maximize on our nominations. When you go to this site, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, that didn't
all
work.
right, then you want to go to local media. And then once you click on local media, you want to go to best local podcast, and you want to write in under best local podcast, no shortcuts with Midas and Fame. Yes, a few steps involved, but we're trying to win this for our community, not just for ourselves, but I feel like it would be great for our community to be able to first be nominated, right? And then after the nomination process, then the voting begins in May. So all of you that have submitted a nomination, we're going to be coming back around for you to submit an actual vote sometime in May. If we believe we'll get nominated, and then we'll get the voting process begins, and hopefully we can win this award. It'd be lovely to have something to bring home to our No Shortcuts community.
Absolutely,
For sure.
absolutely. So I'm about to post a link to the main page of the Best of Columbia, and then you just have to go to the podcast category and vote.
Yeah. And everybody who's nominated us so far, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
But
it
you know,
is a
you
little
don't want to.
complicated, Natalia, and we appreciate you doing it. We know it is a little complicated to get through. I think once we are established on that page, then
Yeah.
you'll be able to vote
Yeah,
easier. But the
easier. But we
nominating
got to
it
get
is what
nominated
gets us on there.
because they don't know about us like
Yeah.
that in Columbia just yet. We trying to get them to know about us.
Which
and
brings
then
me to the nice segue. The next
how
point,
we
what
did
I've
that?
noticed on these is, and even with Barrett Gruber and most of the others as well, is we are going to also start an official No Shortcuts podcast Facebook and Instagram page.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All
So
right.
we,
Yeah.
we have
Outside
the
of the
group.
community.
Yeah, we have the
Uh-huh.
Facebook group, right? But it's a private group, just for, sharing ideas and advice and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But an actual page where the
Open to
podcast
everyone.
lives and clips from the podcast and stuff like that. So we're gonna have to get that going as well. That way, these post and courier folks will know how to find us, you know,
Yeah.
because that hasn't happened yet. So then they'll be able to like easily get to it, and even from there, even having a web page dedicated to the podcast. So I'm working on getting all that done within the next few weeks as well.
Yeah.
But that's going to be the next iteration. So once I get that up and running, everybody even in the private group is also going to get an invite to just
To
like
follow.
and follow the Facebook page for the podcast. And the full, we'll be posting like clips and stuff from the show on there. Not the full. The full
great.
episodes will still live on YouTube, of course, but different clips and reels and behind the scenes and stuff like that will be on the Facebook and the Instagram pages for the podcast. So
we're gonna have some behind the scenes,
enough, man.
Yeah, we need to post some of our green room chatter.
Yeah. Agua limon.
Yeah. Agua limon, lemon water, man. But yeah, thank you all who have already nominated us during this nomination process. And if you haven't done so yet, please do, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm gonna clip this up and post it. So to let everyone know, we have a few more days to get our nominations in. Yeah. Hopefully that goes through swell, and then we'll get into the voting process. So I'm excited, man. It's uncharted waters, man. And again, shout out to Barrett for sharing that with us, because he could have easily said, I'm trying to win this, guys,
You vote for me.
And that's but sometimes you gotta share the plug,
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's all about networking, and that goes for any business too. Like whatever you're trying to do in your business, whatever your business is, you should always be looking to network with other people that are doing it or other people adjacent to your business. I did this wedding show on my birthday on Sunday. And it's one that I do a couple times a year with the same group, the best of Carolina, the best of Charlotte. Yeah. And they put on a few different bridal shows in and around Charlotte, and they have a chapter in Charleston and in Raleigh and in Asheville. But I've worked with them a lot ever since they first started. So a couple times it has fallen on my birthday weekend, and this time it was actually on my birthday. So I was like, yeah. When they asked me about it a few months ago, I was like, yeah, that's my birthday, but I don't mind. I'll come and rock out for a little while.
For a few, yeah.
Unlike like most bridal shows, when DJs, just like 4 or 5 different DJ companies there, and all you can do is really talk to people when they come to you and stuff like that. This one is a little different because it's smaller, it's more boutique style. It's always happening at like a brewery or a social place that's kind of letting us have the place for the day. So it's a little bit more inviting, not like get everybody in a convention center and walk around kind of thing.
A little bit more intimate, right?
A little bit more intimate. And I'm the only DJ there. They won't book another DJ to be a part of it. And they try to keep one of each category,
Yeah.
And I also get to kind of co-host it because I'm playing music, so people can actually
you got the
hear
microphone.
Me. Exactly. So people can hear me playing, talk to me. A lot of times what happens, especially in the beginning, is people think I'm there just to play music. They don't realize that I'm also a wedding vendor too. They think, oh yeah, this must be the DJ for the place today. But then they'll start talking to people, and then they'll get to realize, oh, okay, you actually do weddings too. But it's a good chance to network, not only just talking to the potential brides and grooms and stuff that's come in, but even with other wedding vendors. I end up seeing a lot of people that I've worked with before. I met these 2 guys that do video. I worked with them at a wedding last year, and I always keep notes of everybody I work with so I can reach out, to get the photos and get the videos later.
That's right.
I reached out to him like around January. I reached out to him like, yo, I'd love to get that video, some of those clips you did, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, I'll send them to you this week. Crickets, right? Didn't hear anything back. And I know they're busy. They're real cool dudes, but I hate reaching out twice.
Yeah.
So luckily, I saw them at this show. It's like, yo, man, you remember that wedding? It was hot. Yeah. I said, yeah, I never got that footage either. He's like, yo, as soon as I saw you pull up today, I thought about you, and I remembered that I never sent you that footage. So, boom, he sent it to me yesterday. So now I got the footage. But it's always good just to keep up with people. And network, and now
Yeah,
we're kind of, we can refer business to each
corresponding and things.
other,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
even other vendors at similar shows like this one have heard, because their wedding planners there, their photographers there, their caterers there,
All the things you
wedding
need for a wedding.
venues, and they're
Yeah.
listening to me play all, for 4 hours straight. So they're like,
Uh-huh.
yo, this DJ is nice. So
Yeah.
then they're gonna tell their people, yo, I got this DJ. I heard him play at this bridal show, So
Mhm.
it's good to network with people and don't just sit there.
Absolutely.
Some people, I'll go, everybody has a little booth, a little table set up with their spread and their flyers and business
Mhm.
cards and samples and stuff like that. But their whole time they're looking like this.
Oh, yeah. Not even inviting.
Yeah, they look like they bothered if somebody's coming. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
That's not
you gotta,
inviting.
yeah, you gotta
Upbeat,
be
smile.
engaging and upbeat and
Yeah.
like look like
Hey,
you're
you
having
guys come over
fun.
and see what I got over here for you today.
Yeah.
Invite. Yeah, but if you looking crazy, I don't want that on me.
It's just so like look like you happy to be somewhere, man. And
Yeah.
there's this one young lady that's there. She owns a bridal boutique. She does like wedding dresses and stuff. And I actually DJ'd her wedding.
Okay.
But I'm always watching her because the whole time she's there, she's dancing and having a good
Yeah.
time with the music and stuff like that. So that's what
Mhm.
people are attracted to
Yeah.
coming to see what you got going on, because you look like you're
Yeah.
having fun. And there's bartenders there and everything too. So
Yeah.
you got to be having a good time and be willing to. Everybody's not social.
Yeah.
Everybody's not gonna approach you and talk to you and bring you in.
You
But
have to bring them in. And the
yeah,
easiest thing you can do is be warm, pleasant, and
smile.
smile.
Yeah,
That's the easiest.
smile.
That's the easiest thing. Your smile is like I read something about a smile being your business card, something before,
Exactly.
something like that, or your
Yeah.
smile being your advertisement. But
Yeah.
it's like, you have to have something about you that's inviting to people, especially when you're trying to get people to come over and thanks, Mom. I appreciate that. When you're
Mhm.
trying to get people to come over and give them information about what it is that you do, and you should be enjoying, if you're in position to be a vendor, a photographer, a DJ, or
Yeah.
bartender, whatever, you should be enjoy the fact that that's what you get to do for your living. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't understand why your demeanor would
Look
be
like somebody made
anything
you come
other.
out there. It's a Sunday
Thank you.
afternoon. I could have been home. But you signed
Yeah.
up for it. You weren't drafted.
Yeah. Exactly. So once you there, go ahead and commit to the role.
Yeah.
You commit
Yeah.
to the role, man,
Yeah.
and be glad to be there. And which reminds me, I forgot to mention a couple of weeks ago when we were on with Moses, and Moses commented on my post that he said he wished he could be watch it live, but he's at the office today. But
Mhm.
I forgot to talk about Brandon and I doing career day at
Yeah.
Oakdale Elementary School, which is
Mhm.
a similar situation. We're not vendors per se for a
Right.
wedding event, but we're there to let the kids know, far as we do music, different aspects of music. We had there was flight attendants there,
Mhm.
uh, policemen, all types of stuff, whether dental hygienists, whatever. But we were representing the aspect of being a musician and being an
Mhm.
artist, things of that nature, letting the kids know that it's possible. But nonetheless, even on that, being on that side of things, we have to be inviting, because kids aren't so quick to come over to you and things of that nature. Yeah,
Right.
we have music and things there, but we still have to be inviting to get them to come over, because they can choose wherever they want to go. They don't have to stop at your table,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
it's
was
important
wondering
when.
about that because I missed it this year, and
uh
I always wonder, like, if I'm gonna do, because I want to do it, but I'm not bringing DJ equipment into
Yeah, we
career
just brought
day.
one
Yeah.
little speaker. I had one of my keyboards hooked up my Nord,
Hmm.
just to be able to play some piano and road stuff.
Yeah.
Brandon had his iPad with some of the beat programming,
Hmm.
as well as on the iPad. He did a little presentation visually with some
Yeah.
pictures and to kind of just show him. And then from there, for instance, there's one situation, because you're talking to him. There's one girl, and she's like, I like to sing, but I get shy, So
Hmm.
I'm like, my light bulb goes off. Okay, I'm gonna get her to sing something. She said, because I explained to her, if you like to sing and you're shy, you have to get over, you have to overcome that
Yeah.
if you think
Yeah.
about it as a career. Now, I will say, I mean, as a musician and artist, before you perform, you do get nervous.
I
You
still do.
know, yeah,
I
same
still do.
here. You get a little, it's a little bit of like nervousness
Mhm.
involved. Even when I got to play at church, I got to play a gig. There's a little bit of nervousness, but once you start, you're fine.
Mhm.
But you have to figure out how to get over that. So I asked her, "What's one of your favorite songs to sing?" And she was like, I like Rihanna, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. I pulled
Mhm.
my phone up. I don't know it right off the top. I pull my
Mhm.
phone, go to YouTube. I look up Rihanna, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. I start listening to it. I'm like, okay, it's only like 3 to 4 chords. And I
Mhm.
start finding the
Mhm.
key. I was like, I got it. All right,
Yeah.
got it. All right, sing it. And
Yeah.
then after she started, then the other girls or her friends started singing with her.
Yeah.
Other
See?
people came over, and I want to feel like just that little act of going an extra step may have
Mhm.
given her some confidence to kind of overcome the self-doubt she might have had about
Right.
being shy about him. Like, so
Yeah.
you just did it, and other people joined in. And how did it make you feel? Made you feel good, right?
That's
Okay,
awesome,
so
man.
yeah, but
Now they
I
got a little
enjoy.
in vogue going on.
Yeah, yeah, but you got to give the kids while we there, man. It's outside of just giving them information. Give them some game, or give them a little extra
Mhm.
to help nudge them in the right direction.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's all they need to know that, okay, I can do this.
Mhm.
Will I know what happened after that? No,
Mhm.
not necessarily, unless I come back. We keep coming back year after year, and then
Right.
stay in contact. But it was our due diligence to give her that extra little boost. And the,
Yeah,
the
man.
the music teacher over there, I don't know if I said this or not, but the music teacher at that school said Brandon and I, last year or 2 years ago, because we didn't make it last year, but inspired her to write a song for the school.
Okay.
So I'm like, wow, you never know what you
You never know.
never
You never
know.
know. That's
Shout out to
awesome, man.
Brian Park,
What
DJB
up?
in the house.
Park Place Entertainment. So I
Yeah,
think I'm
Park
gonna do it
Place.
like as just as generally as a business owner, not necessarily just DJing, but just as a
Okay.
business owner, and then we
Yeah.
can talk about because that's the DJ part is what's gonna get kids. They're gonna want to
And
come
they're gonna
take
wanna
a
they're
look at
gonna want
that.
to touch your equipment and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So I'll
Like
bring like a little mini controller. I even bring this. Bring my little
there you go. Something
podcast
it ain't got to
recorder.
be the whole setup. Just
Yeah.
something
Tell them we'll
something
record a
slight.
podcast, career day podcast or
Yeah,
something. So
yeah. I told him about the podcast too,
yeah.
because like you there's as far as entertainment and being a musician or
Mhm.
artist, there's other branches of things that you can
Mhm.
get into
Yeah,
as
and
well. So
everybody wants to be a everybody wants to be a YouTuber right now anyway. So my kids too, man.
yeah,
My kids, they made this thing they made a TikTok. I don't even have TikTok, by the way.
me
They
either.
made a
I don't. I
TikTok,
can't have everything.
and they using, I don't know if they're using CapCut or whatever, but whatever they were doing, it was like all three of them, and they were doing a dance, and it would cut to the other one doing the dance, then it would cut to
Oh,
the,
nice.
but it was like however it's whatever it was built into the template, but it was pretty cool. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo, it's like 9-year-olds doing this now. So,
yeah. Oh,
and
did I tell you?
my
Oh,
kids have
go
been
ahead. I'm gonna
on
play.
like Juan's podcast, and they always
Oh yeah,
they want to show their friends the YouTube video. So everybody wants to
yeah,
be YouTubers. So
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
kind of incorporate into
yeah.
that. Two men
Hey, we got to
discussing
talk about
kids.
kids, yeah.
That's right.
But
That's
that's
right.
that's giving back, man, and trying
Mhm.
to be good fathers, doing the best we can, and also giving back to other people's kids.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. It's
Because
all
they
about the
they
community, man.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know if I told you, my son he's kids like to game and do all this stuff,
Hmm.
right? So he did his research, and he had a computer already, wanted to upgrade his computer. Then he came to me with a little small little list of things he needed. He basically built his own gaming computer.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
impressive, because he be talking to me about frames per second and all of this other stuff.
Hmm.
Like, you speaking foreign language to me,
Yeah.
But then I took it to the computer guy that I know out on Anderson Road here in Rock Hill. Let him double check what he did.
Hmm.
He said he did everything right.
Nice.
So
It's very
yeah,
cool, man. That's
so
the future. That's the
yeah, he
future
know
right
more
there,
than I
brother.
know about
Hmm.
going inside these hard drives or whatever and
Yeah.
plugging this up. He put fans and everything in there, thermal paste.
That's
Salute to
nice.
him. I'd
Very
be
nice.
nervous to be doing all of that with a computer.
You should be shocking yourself. I remember years
Yeah.
ago, and this is 20 years ago probably, the first time I changed the hard drive in the computer because I needed a
Uh-huh.
bigger hard drive or I needed faster RAM or something. I changed, and it's
Mhm.
literally just a little thing you plug in there, but I was scared to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, because it's so sensitive. And like,
Yeah.
so he has the thing with the graphics cards, and I helped him hold a couple of things.
Mhm.
And maybe if he couldn't unscrew certain things, I helped out like that. But
Yeah.
as far as installation, all that stuff, he did it himself, man.
Good job, man. Good
Yeah,
job. We're gonna have him on the podcast soon to talk about it.
yeah, he can overcome his shyness.
Yeah. My kids are the same way, man. They're super
Yeah,
shy when it comes to stuff, and then they'll work their way out of the shell. Like Imani
yeah,
with her cheer team, when she first started it, she was super shy, and now she's really excelling in that. So that's kind of been her thing.
yeah, man, that's awesome. Yeah, but it takes time.
Yeah,
Even I was shy once upon a time.
I still
You
am.
know,
That's why.
yeah.
That's why I walk around with you all the time. 'Cause
I'm
I
like
need
the
somebody.
bodyguard.
Yeah, I need somebody to do the talking.
Yeah, man. Hey, and when I'm available, I don't mind doing it.
Yeah.
I don't mind at all. I was trying to find this video because he ended up doing a video for like his presentation. He did a
Mhm.
presentation for one of his classes with it as well. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, and we'll put it on the Facebook page too once we get
Should
that
I?
built. Yeah, no, I mean on the show Facebook page once we get
Oh,
it built.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, I was very proud of him, man. So I
that's
was thinking
good,
I'll send
man.
it. Yeah.
Good
So
deal.
hey, we just here today, ladies and
We
gentlemen.
just
We
chill.
didn't
Listen, that
we
was an
didn't have a
actual
guest.
show.
Yeah, yeah. Did we want to add anything else onto the networking aspect?
That was nah. Just be cognizant. I was just
Yeah.
thinking about that. Just know that people are always watching. So you should always be
Uh-huh.
talking to people, be networking. Even when I was
Yeah.
talking to another vendor in the show, I see people passing by. That's they're watching that. They see how you interact with folks, and then they want to see what's going on because now I got 2 or 3 people I'm talking to, and then somebody else is walking by. They're
Mhm.
like, "Yo, that look like they're having fun over there. Let's see what you guys are talking about." You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
just keep your body,
Yeah.
like watch your
Yeah.
body language. And I have to.
Body language.
I struggle
Yeah.
with
Have a
that
pleasant face.
because I have
And
that
watch your
face.
body odor too.
Watch your
Nah.
body, please. I have one of those faces where if I'm not talking or if I'm not smiling, like specifically, people think, there's something wrong with me or I'm upset or I'm sad. I just have that face. So I have to always
Yeah.
remember to put it on. I have to put it on
Yeah.
literally because it doesn't
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
naturally. So it's just something
That's
I always
smart.
have to watch out for. So I always tell other people too, you just always got to watch out for that. And I have to work hard to be disarming because people
Mm.
look at me in certain environments and
Yeah.
assume certain things. I look like angry black man,
Yeah.
probably, stuff like that. So
The
I
one
have
that was
to,
on Martin.
yeah. So I have to be disarming to people to let them know, hey, you could come over here, come talk to me, come party with me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what they
Yeah.
have to do.
Absolutely.
I'm just
Yeah.
chilling. Come talk to me. It's all good. I'm not gonna bite.
Absolutely.
You gotta
Yeah. Yeah.
be playing
Absolutely.
around with folk.
Yeah. Absolutely. Brian said, did he miss the birthday celebration?
Oh yeah, we didn't wear party hats, man. Midas isn't a good party planner.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Listen,
just
I
said
work on it.
he just
Well,
said happy
listen.
birthday, bro. That was
Yeah.
it. He just sent me a Facebook message, even though he has my phone number.
Yeah. Because I'm on the Facebook. I didn't. No, I told you twice though.
No, you did.
Because I was
I'm
asking about
teasing.
something else about the event. But
Yeah.
hey, listen, guys. I have on my little Facebook thing and all the little birthdays for the
Yeah,
day come up.
buddy.
I've already be 3 days behind.
I know. I'm
You
still getting
know?
some today. So it's all good. I'm not much of a, I'm not a holiday, birthday guy for myself. For others I am, but for myself I'm not anyway. Like the day went and we were just low key on everything. There wasn't a big thing because I don't
Yeah.
make it a big thing. But
Yeah. See, and me
grateful to
knowing
have
that,
it.
I was
Yeah.
like, why should I
Yeah.
overstep my boundaries?
Yeah.
Right?
You've seen
If I already
15
know
birthdays
something,
of mine and it's
yeah.
never a thing.
Yeah, but it's always a blessing too. And I've worked on my birthday or had job around the birthday, and I always look at it like it's a blessing. Like most
Mhm.
people, like I don't want to work on my birthday. But I'm like, man, if I'm doing what I love to do, that's the best way to celebrate my birthday. And then being that I do music and perform, then we create an environment out of that for those that
Yeah.
want to come.
That's
You know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
I was like, hey,
Just
y'all can come
celebrate
buy
that
me a
way.
drink. I'm performing on my birthday.
Yeah.
I got reminded of that year, and I guess it was like it must have been it was 2013 because it was the year it
Okay.
was right after I met my wife, and
Okay.
she was throwing me a little birthday party at Celebrations. You remember
Oh,
that?
that is right.
DJ
Yeah.
Sun Kid DJ that night.
Oh man. Okay. So, but you were DJing as well,
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
gave
yeah,
him a
yeah.
little.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That is a throwback. Hey, it's one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, where you got to be there to understand.
Yeah.
You know?
He did it.
Yeah, shout out to James
2000.
F. Masters, continuing dropping the music, ladies
Yeah,
and
man.
gentlemen. Former guest of our platform a couple of times. We have to have him double
Yeah,
back again
buddy.
here soon.
James
Triple back.
Masters is like Chris Brown, man. He'll put 36 tracks out right now.
Yeah, right quick. And did you see the video he posted it like a little bit of his process?
Yeah, I loved it. I
Yeah,
loved
shout
it.
out to him. Yeah, so all your streaming services where you listen to your music, type it in just as you see it. James F. Masters. Get your
Yes.
EDM house and trance together, you know? Yeah,
Well
but I
said,
mean, like,
man. You're right on time with it.
yeah.
You
So
must be a writer.
so we just want to encourage me. I do. I write a little bit, you know,
Mhm.
a little bit, you know, when asked.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to encourage you guys to make sure you're networking, right? That's what we wanted to approach today. Networking should be a part of you, a part of your conversation. Even the event I was telling you before we came on today, even the event I did Saturday, the wedding, I'm speaking to a couple of the vendors there and telling them about the podcast and things of that nature, networking, and say, hey, if you'd like to maybe get a little more exposure, let's stay linked up and see what we can work out. You know, everybody's always like, well, I'm a little shy, but you know,
Yeah.
but I'm like, but it's still, as far as the networking aspect, you always want to add on to your networking, and if as that increases, your net worth increases also.
Yeah,
you know?
and sometimes keep in mind, sometimes that means, you know, spending a little money too, like to be
Yeah.
at certain events or to join the Chamber of Commerce in your area, like whatever it is. You may have to spend a little bit of money, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
You can pick and choose which ones is worth it for you, but everything can't be free, right? So just because you can do it on Facebook doesn't mean Facebook is the only and the best way to do it. So just keep in mind, you might have to, you know, set aside some budget each year and say, hey, I'm gonna put $400 on networking for this year, and that's going to be my membership to Chamber of Commerce or my membership to this specific community that does quarterly events and stuff like that, or like the organization that Juan is in now on Tuesdays, BMI, like that one, you know, just something like that that's going to get you in front of like-minded people weekly, monthly, quarterly, or even what my man Jason Price is doing, and we'll talk about that again because he got something big coming up soon too. But like just different networking communities that'll get you around, you know, other people that's hustling and trying to do it too. You should be looking for those things.
Look for it, man. It ain't gonna find you. You got to look for it, you know. And then, but at a certain point, you do enough looking, things will start to find you. Oddly enough, you know, and that's the balance. You look for some of it finds you.
Yeah,
and then you just stay in the middle of that spot right there,
Yeah.
and you good to go. You know what I mean, James? Yeah. Send me some stuff, James. We'll see what we can do.
Let's
Send me
do
a
it,
couple
man.
tracks. Yeah.
I'm about to send you and LG this track that I'm working on, man. Y'all are gonna remake Tribe Called
LG
Quest.
came to see me a couple
Can
days.
I kick it?
LG came to holler at me a couple weeks ago, man.
Oh yeah, actually,
Yeah.
LG is the man in the middle because the gentleman that we were gonna be having on today, but he's gonna come back in a few weeks. His name is Chris Bowers,
Okay.
and he's a DJ, and he actually worked for a while. He worked for Split Second Sound, and he worked when he first got hired. He said he worked under LG.
Shout out to LG, former guest of our platform as well, man. But he came by to pay me a visit, man. We chopped it up, talked some music and some ideas and everything. So yeah, we're gonna see what's up, man. It's good. It's good that people just ask you to do something sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they don't have to ask you to do anything, right? Yeah, they can skip over you. You know what I mean? Skip over you like some of them reels I skip over that people be sending me. Some people, while we on it, Some people send too many reels, man. Let me just get that out there real quick
Yeah.
for y'all real masters.
Don't you
Yeah,
got
it's
something
okay to
else to
send me.
do?
It's okay to send me one or two, but you send me every reel you watch. I
Like
can't.
they
I don't have time
Oh,
to
it's like
watch
other
all that.
people's reels, but they see them and then they send them to you?
Send my reel to somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, please. Say, yo, see what my man Midas is doing.
Yeah. But it's okay, man. We having fun, you know. But yeah, some people do send too many reels though. We can't watch all that. I'm
Can't watch
wasting
them
too
all.
much time, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah. We hope everybody enjoyed today's episode.
Yeah.
We didn't have a guest today. We just wanted to come back since we took a hiatus last week. Don't leave, ladies and gentlemen, today without subscribing. If you're on YouTube, do that. Then go over to Spotify
Yep.
and type in No Shortcuts with Midas Fame.
Please.
Follow there. Then go to Apple Podcasts. No Shortcuts
All
with
the places.
Midas and Fame. Follow there. That's exactly what I've done. And I would dare not tell you guys to do anything that I haven't done myself personally. And we do have those nominations coming up. If you missed it, can we put that that link up one more time? We said it earlier in the show, but ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't gone over to this site yet, please do so. We have until May 2nd to get our nominations in for No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame to be nominated to later be voted on as best local podcast.
Yes, sir.
Icy Christian, what's up, man? That's our guitar player son,
What
the
up?
chairman of the board, Rod the Real McCoy, and he's
What
coming
up, Rod?
along fantastic. So this is Christian, his son. He's
Mhm.
playing guitar as well, man.
That's
Yeah, he's
what's up.
coming along. Thank you, Christian. Tell your dad I said hello. Tell your mom I said hello. And we don't see him much no more because he be gigging himself, man,
Good deal,
doing his
man.
thing.
Let's
With
do it
that
again
being
next
said,
week.
let me just let the folks know the chairman of the board, it triggered my thought, will be in Randleman, North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, on Friday, this coming Friday. Then we'll be in Greenville, North Carolina, this coming Saturday. All the information is at thechairmanoftheboard.com. We about to be getting busy for this whole month, next month too. So go to our website. I've been posting the flyers and stuff as much as I can, but go to our website. Can you vote more than once?
I believe so. I believe so,
Yeah,
James. Treat it like I
on
treat
the
it when I go
nomination
into the Nike
buffet.
outlet. When I go to the Nike outlet, I just make a dummy email address real quick. Go ahead and get yourself a dummy email address and vote again.
Yeah, I tell you what, we won't discourage you from voting twice if you would like for nominating twice.
I
Excuse me.
think you can.
So after the nomination process, though, if we get
The voting
nominated,
you can once
voting,
you start the voting, I think you can vote like you can vote once a day. So yeah,
ah,
you're good.
and let's
You're in that
win this
sense.
for the community,
Yes,
guys. I'm
please.
excited.
Yeah.
Uncharted territories. Famous, any last words, man?
That's it, man. We'll see y'all next week for me.
Yeah. Same here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for hanging out. It's good to be back at the spring break, feeling rejuvenated, refreshed. James, send me some beats, man, to check out.
For sure.
Thank you all for hanging out with us today. Shout out to you all. Let's do it again next week. Y'all have a great rest of the week. We'll see you in the community.
Peace.
Peace.